is up, guys? Welcome back to Take It to the House. We got our free agency episode done, and now we are going to go over March Madness. So before I get the bracket pulled up and we go through collectively, any little storylines or teams that you guys are particularly interested in this tournament?
I'm curious how Gonzaga is going to do. I really am.
I think there are going to be a lot of upsets the first round.
I do too. And I'm going to pull the bracket as well.
I'm interested to see how Duke can do with their first new head coach. You know?
Oh, yeah, since Coach K's left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. North Carolina not in the tournament for their first time in like forever.
That's wild. That's wild.
After going to the championship, right? It was them in Kansas. And It's nuts.
And didn't they beat Villanova like not too long ago?
Yeah.
Or am I tripping?
Yeah, they won it a few years ago. Yeah. All right, so I am now sharing my screen.
Awesome.
We're going to go over the bracket. So we're just the way that this is going to go is we're going to generally talk about what we think. So even if some of us disagree with certain picks, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to start Alabama. I don't have any arguments here, right?
Clearly.
Okay. I think that West Virginia pulls this one off because I think Maryland's been in bad form and West Virginia's been playing pretty well.
I can see it. I can see it.
This is where it starts to already get interesting because Charleston, there's a lot of upset potentials in these two games specifically. There's a lot of upset potential with Charleston and San Diego State, and Furman are one of the few that are like really projected to upset. What do you guys think with these two?
I think both teams get upsetted.
You think so?
It just depends. I think it just depends how it gets played.
Okay. So we want to just go with both upsets for the fun of it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I like Creighton here. I think Creighton I have going kind of far this year. So I like Creighton here over NC State. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I'm rolling with Baylor on this next one.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. I don't feel like I don't think they're gonna give us way big of an upset. Now here's where I think that Utah State I do think that Utah State wins because historically 7 versus 10 seeds are where upsets tend to happen the most. I did some research on it the other day. And I think Utah State has some momentum rolling. I think they're gonna be excited that they're the only team from Utah, and I think they're gonna win. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think an upset could be pulled here.
Okay, I think this is no question here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I don't like that it's not all down and all up. So let me move you guys over. Now I'll move over here. Okay. Houston. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one is really tough for me because Iowa has really good offense and Auburn has really good defense.
I'm gonna go with Auburn.
I'm gonna go Auburn.
Okay. I like Drake over Miami. That's one of the upsets that I like a lot. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there's upset potential in both of these two games as well. Indiana's good, but Kent State, there's just something about Kent State this year that people are saying that
they're known to upsetting too. Yeah.
And Iowa State, people are saying that it's going to be Mississippi State, and people think that Mississippi State could be Iowa State. But what do you guys think about the Indiana-Kent State? What do you guys think?
I'm saying Kent State.
What do you think, Caleb? Yeah? Okay. Iowa State, I think that they'll avoid upset. Even if it is Mississippi State, I think Iowa State. I like that. Okay. What do you think about this one? Because I've seen some people predicting this upset, and that would be kind of crazy to me. But I don't think the Xavier goes that far, in my opinion, anyways. So what are you guys thinking here?
I gotta say, I think I gotta say, I don't know. I could see an upset.
I think Xavier just keep going.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go with Xavier, but I do think that there's upset potential. Now, here's another 7 versus 10 that I see Penn State beating Texas A&M, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I have this gut feeling that I feel like Penn State could do, or not Penn State, sorry, Texas A&M could do something in this tournament.
Yeah. That's the thing is, like, I think if they win this game, they'll go farther. But if they lose, like, I could also see Penn State pulling an upset because they're kind of one of the dark horse favorites to get far.
And plus, it would be fun to see that next round with
Right.
Texas
So
A&M
let's
and
do it.
Texas.
Let's do that just for the fun next round. Okay. Now we go back down because there's so many. Okay, I
Purdue
like
has to
Purdue,
be-
but I think that Purdue.
Is that your
Anyways.
only number 1 seed that you just don't have as a lock?
Well, in the first round, I think that they have a lock, but I'm saying in terms of like farther down, I don't have them as a lock.
Mm-hmm.
I like FAU over Memphis because FAU's been playing really well. What do you guys think?
I think it's 50-50.
I mean, it's an 8-9 matchup, so even that's not a huge upset, really.
Mm-mm.
Okay, here's where things get interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Duke and
Oral Roberts. The Oral Roberts is known for upsets. Known.
But Duke this is the first time in a tournament in a long time that they've been classified as a sleeper. This one is like seriously 50-50 for me.
I'm rolling with Duke.
I don't want to roll with Oral Roberts. I think Duke's going to get upsetted.
So here's
First time.
out in the first round.
Yeah.
Here's
But I
my
could see
thing.
an upset.
I think that here's my thing though. I think that Louisiana upsets Tennessee.
I
Okay.
So then it's really down to like that game is probably the hardest game to choose for me on this. It's so 50-50 because there could be an upset of Duke, but then I also think that I almost feel like the upset's being talked about and it's not even an upset anymore because I feel like so many people are choosing them to win.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that each of you are 50-50, but I think that Duke, I think it's a toss-up, but I'm just going to say Duke for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say Duke for right now.
Okay. The reason I like Raging Cajuns over Tennessee is Tennessee are down like 2 of their star players and they're not playing well. So recent form really matters when you look at March Madness, and if you're not coming into the tournament well, then it's not a good sign for you. So
Yeah.
Kentucky over Providence. Is there a whole lot of arguments
Easy.
for Providence here?
Easy.
Okay.
Easy.
Kansas
Kentucky.
State, Montana State. Are we okay with Kansas State?
Yep.
Okay. I think that Michigan State USC is kind of tough.
That's gonna be a fun one. That's gonna be a fun one.
Right, another 7 versus 10. I've been taking USC in most of my brackets, but what are your guys' thoughts?
I think USC pulls an upset.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could see it goes either way for me.
Yeah,
though.
I think
That's
so
the
too.
thing.
I don't think that either of them beat Marquette anyways, so
No.
shout out to Marquette, by the way, like for being this high ranked. It's pretty awesome. Okay, I don't think there's any debate here either, right?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay,
No.
I like Arkansas over Illinois. I think Arkansas is a dark horse in this whole thing, and I like. What do you guys think? Yeah. Here's another one that's being predicted to upset, which is VCU over St. Mary's. What are your guys' thoughts on that, though?
St. Mary's knocked out Gonzaga at least twice this season, so I think St. Mary's can pull it off. Okay,
we'll put St. Mary's just because you made a case. I like UConn. I don't think that there's much of an argument in my opinion. I know that Iona are kind of there. They've upset people before, but I don't think this time. I think UConn are in really good basketball form right now. TCU and most people are saying that it's probably going to be ASU. So TCU versus ASU. What do you guys think?
I think ASU could pull an upset here.
Yeah.
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 Okay. We'll go with that. I think Gonzaga over Grand Canyon. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like Boise State over Northwestern. This is another 7-10 matchup that I like the 10 more than the 7.
Yep.
Okay.
I also and then I love UCLA.
Yeah.
I love UCLA. I think UCLA is.
Okay. Here we go again. Next round. Bama, West Virginia. Whole lot of debate here.
Probably Bama though.
Probably Bama.
Okay.
Bro, it's crazy though. It's crazy though. Bama has the best, like one of the best football schools, and now like the number 1 seed, like basketball school. That's
I still don't think they're gonna win it though.
I know, but still, like to have the number 1 seed, that's wild.
And they're really good in pretty much every sport they play. So Their recruiting is just out of this world. Okay,
world.
Charleston, Furman. We have both the upset schools. Now, who's gonna get upset here? Do you guys have a particular leaning here?
I don't know.
I mean, Furman if they come off of beating Virginia, that's a bigger win to me than coming off of beating San Diego State. So I feel like they may have more momentum here.
Yeah, I would say Furman then.
Okay. Here's where things get dicey because I know that Caleb really likes Baylor, but I almost like Creighton to upset Baylor.
Baylor is the team that I'm repping this tournament. And so if they lose in the first round, I'm just gonna This
is the second round.
I know, but like I'm rolling with Baylor. But y'all can do whatever you want. I'm rolling with Baylor.
I think Baylor.
You gonna do it?
I think Baylor.
Okay.
I have this.
Utah State is gonna. I think that Arizona's gonna move on. I think Utah State get their fun upset, but I think Arizona gonna move on.
I just wanted to bring up a point about Arizona in the first round as well. Didn't Utah beat Arizona earlier in the season?
Yeah.
And didn't
that's when
Arizona
Utah
State
were playing really well.
Did Arizona State beat them at a buzzer beater?
Yeah, but Arizona State's better than Princeton, and I would argue that Utah are actually better than Princeton. They're just in the Pac-12, so it's harder.
Yeah.
I was just saying, I don't know. I could see an Arizona upset in the second round. I think they're definitely going to get past the first round, but I could see an upset in the second.
I could see it too, but I just think that they're better. They're just going to be better than Utah State. I don't think that Utah State have that big of a Cinderella story.
Bro, if they click Arizona, if we're going to go with Arizona, bro, that game in the third round,
that's nuts.
That's going to be wild.
Okay, and then we'll go Houston, Auburn. I think there's no argument here. Houston are one of the favorites for a reason. Kent State and Drake. I think I'm rolling with Kent State still. Yeah? Okay. Now, Iowa State and Xavier. This is where this could get spicy. It's not the easiest matchup to predict, especially because we see either of these teams could not even make it to the second round. So what do you guys think with that one? Also, I'm just gonna do this one right away. So. Oh, sorry.
Xavier. I would think.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's going to be another good one in the
This one is really good too, but I like A&M more than Texas this year.
Yeah. I don't quote me on this, but something in me is saying that if Texas A&M gets out of the first round past Penn State, right?
That's what I was saying. I think if they win that first game, they could go far.
They could go Final Four. I'm thinking they might even they could go Final Four.
Okay, well, let's see how it matches up. We'll go over to Purdue over here. I still like Purdue over FAU. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Okay, this is getting crazy because I still think that we had Duke almost getting upset, and then you have a team that comes off of an upset. What do you guys think?
Raising Cajuns, baby.
Let's do it. Why not?
For the memes. Let's do it.
And we say this now, but what if they pull it off? You never know.
Yeah.
This one's interesting.
I think Kentucky upsets Kansas State.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. And I think I don't think there's much of a question here. I think USC congrats you on your game, but I think it's over. Okay. Over here. All right. I think this is going to be a really, really good game. This one right here.
Yeah. I would say Kansas.
Part of me just really likes Arkansas, though.
I know.
But Kansas is just
so good. But they're not going to go back to back, just so you guys.
No.
Okay, let's just do Kansas, but I do think it'll be a good game. St. Mary's and UConn. I still like UConn, though. I think that St. Mary's will get lucky getting out of this one. I still like UConn. What do you think?
I think St. Mary's could pull off an upset here. They've had a really solid year.
They have a solid year, but it's kind of like my argument before, where it's if we're already having a hard time to decide if they're going to be upset in the first round, why should I feel confident in them in the second round?
It's true.
And UConn's been playing really, really well to end the season.
Yeah, but they didn't end up being ranked in the end, though. That's the only. Oh, never mind. They were 10. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go UConn.
Okay. I think that Zags are gonna pull through here in
Yes.
ASU. We're assuming it's going to be ASU.
Guys, Zach, we literally talked about this, but when Thatcher left, about how the Dolphins had no cap space. The Dolphins are signing former Titans linebacker David Long, 2 years, $11 million.
What the hell? Damn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Again, Eagles just keep losing people.
Yeah. Wait, did the Eagles just lose somebody?
Or didn't you said the
Titans,
Eagles?
Titans former. Titans.
Okay, you said
former
Eagles.
Titans. I swear I said Titans.
He said Titans.
Then I heard Eagles. Okay. I think Gonzaga gets through here. Now the thing is you like UCLA, but like I could see Boise State upsetting UCLA.
I could see it.
Okay, then let's do it.
Just go from the bottom up.
Unless Zach has any arguments.
No.
Okay, bottom up. I like Marquette still.
Yeah, I did too.
Okay, I think raising Cajuns, congrats that you made it this far, but
Yeah, Purdue.
this one's tough because I don't have as much confidence in Gonzaga this year as past years. This is like the first year in a fat minute that they're not a number one, right? So
Yeah, because they lost
it could go
last
either
year,
way.
and they lost in the championship the year before.
I could see this being where Kansas may even get knocked out. Honestly, because I think that Kansas are gonna have, they're not gonna make it to the final. I don't think, and I don't think they make it to the Final Four.
I don't know.
What do we think here though? What do we think about Gonzaga, Boise State? What do you guys think?
I think Gonzaga can pull it out. They had a really strong.
What do you think?
They had a really strong finish to the year. I mean, they also won
Right,
West Coast Championship. So
Are we talking about Boise or are we talking about Gonzaga?
Gonzaga.
What do y'all think?
I could see it going either way, but if Zach wants to put Zaga, then we should put Zaga.
I mean, yeah, they beat Xavier. They beat Michigan State. They beat Kentucky.
Yeah, let's
they beat
do it.
Bama. So like,
Again, though, this for me is a tough one because I think that Kansas could get upset here. I don't think they're going to go back to back. They're still really good, but I just like looking at who's left too. Like, I don't think that if they make it past here, they would play the Zags, right? And that would be a really fun matchup. But UConn versus Gonzaga would be a fun matchup too. And again, UConn finished the season really well.
yeah,
What do you guys think?
I think Kansas stays with it.
Okay. I think we should still go round by round though, so I'll go back up.
Yeah, go back.
Okay, I still like Houston over
Yep.
Kansas State. I still like Bama.
A&M. I like A&M on that next
Yep,
one.
I was gonna say I like A&M. I like Bama. This one is tough.
That's gonna be that's probably the toughest one that we've had now. Like,
I think Baylor could upset Arizona.
I go Baylor. I'm going Baylor.
Okay, we'll go Baylor. I think they could upset Arizona, but this game is literally like a toss-up.
Yeah.
Okay, now we'll go top down. Now look at that for finals. Like, that's nuts.
That's incredible.
Houston has been one of my favorites, and I think A&M would do really well if they could get to this point. Anyways,
What is this? Is this Elite Eight, right?
this is Elite Eight. Yeah,
Yeah. I would say Houston.
I think I like Houston here. I do think that they're one of the one seeds that have the most potential to win it.
Yeah.
And then Bama Baylor, man, like that's nuts.
That's wild.
Southern matchup.
Number one seed Bama against the champions from 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
That's really tough. I was gonna see. It's in New York. Okay. I believe that this game is in Houston. Or there's a game that's in
Vegas.
There's a game that's in Houston. I swear. Houston is in.
Oh,
is
and
the
in
Final
the
Four.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
what I
home
was
field
gonna say.
advantage. That's home field advantage.
Bama Baylor.
I'm going with Baylor. I'm rolling with Baylor. I do
think that Bama get upset eventually.
I could see the Baylor coaching, because the
And
head
then
coach
you
is
have,
just-
and then what you have is look at that. Then you have the Texas teams in Texas.
in Texas, Houston and Baylor.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Okay.
And then here's the thing. And then here's the fun part. Here's the fun one. Go down. Go down. Here's the fun part. Oh, wait. No, wait.
God damn it, make up your freaking mind.
I see Marquette going over Purdue. Yeah.
I think that Purdue are overrated. Like, they made it this far, but, like, look at who they've had to play. I mean, okay, maybe they would have to play Duke here, but, I mean, you have to play the winner of Memphis, FAU, Duke, who's not as strong, or Louisiana to get to here. They've had probably the easiest path here, so I think Marquette is the right play here. And it's tough for me, though, because I still like Kansas over the Zags.
Yeah, I think this is where Zago's run is.
Yeah. But that's a good run for Zags, in my opinion. That's a good run. Especially when you're not expected to win it.
The inner Gonzaga fans in me is like, no, pick them, but yeah, Kansas.
Now that, for a Final Four, is pretty nuts. Why don't we start with the 3 and the 2 here? I know that Caleb wants Baylor, but Marquette is really, really good this year. And I don't think that Baylor makes it all the way.
No.
This is where the Baylor fanboy dreams fall out.
You guys might call me crazy, but I do see Baylor winning now.
I don't call you crazy, but I think it's because you're pulling for Baylor that you.
It's not because of that. It's because I feel like the championship coaching is gonna come back in this, because the way that he was able to use his lineups and stuff like that in that when they won, and they didn't. By the way, Zach, I know you don't want to hear this. They didn't just beat Gonzaga; they railed them.
I know. I clearly remember.
And Gonzaga was supposed to play them earlier on in the season. They never did.
Yeah, that game got canceled or something.
So, and I think it was for good measure, because had Gonzaga actually played Baylor, they wouldn't have been, because Baylor was running some sort of thing I don't think I've ever seen before. Like, I feel like I've watched enough basketball in my lifetime, like, to understand, like, concepts, or not concepts, but you know what I'm trying to say, like playbook styles and stuff like that, and drawing up plays and stuff like that. You know, I feel like I've gotten used to to basketball. And so, but watching Baylor through that championship run that they had when they won the national championship, they were doing things I don't think I've ever seen before. Like, they were running stuff that I don't think I've ever seen before. And so,
another shout, though, is the fact that this game is in Houston, which is not very far from Waco. But I totally understand your logic, and I do think that this could be, like, you could have home crowd advantage, and Marquette could be a little scared, but I think it just might be Marquette's year to, like, get there.
It's going to be green all in that stadium.
But it still may not matter. You know? And then we go to the other side here. Like, this is huge.
This is this could be a national championship matchup.
And I like Houston over Kansas. Just because I don't think that Kansas can go back-to-back. And I think it might be Houston's year. Look, you're playing in Houston. If you lose for that game and the national championship.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty tough. Like, I wish that these fixtures, I wish it was Baylor, Houston, Kansas, Marquette. I think that'd be so fun. But I don't. I like Houston here, but I don't know what do you guys think?
I like Houston there, yeah.
Caleb, Houston, yeah. Okay, so but Caleb, even if Baylor make it through here, do you still like Houston in the national championship?
No.
But it's because you're a Baylor fan, bro. I'm telling you, that's why you have them winning it, is because you're a Baylor fan.
Okay, I think
that Houston wins it either way, though. Like, that's my opinion, is I think that they win it whoever they play.
But hey, man, people have different opinions. You know?
I would rather see this because of the Texas rivalry.
Yeah.
That would be fun. But I think that Marquette will do it.
Yeah.
You're telling me, though, that you think Baylor wins it all. That's what you're telling me.
They could. They legitimately could.
Any team in this tournament,
any team in this tournament could win it all.
Any team that we've gotten like this far here could probably win it all.
Yeah.
So that's why I understand it, but I also think that it's the Baylor fandom in you that's making you want to pick Baylor.
Yeah.
To win it.
Okay. If you're a fan of a team, are you going to root for them too?
Yeah, but rooting and using logic is two different things.
Got a point.
Like, if Utah were here, I wouldn't pick Utah to go all the way.
Absolutely not.
Just because I'm a fan of Utah doesn't mean I'd pick them all the way. I also do, personally, I don't really have like, I've never had like huge pulls. I've always liked UNC because I think their colors are dope and like I like their uniforms and stuff. So I've always liked UNC, but they're not in this. Part of me is just saying, like, I just think that, and I totally respect it, but I think that the fandom in you is the reason that you think that Baylor's going to win it all.
Do you know why I root for Baylor? Do you know why? Did I ever tell you that?
No.
I had a sibling go to Baylor.
Okay.
So I have family ties at Baylor.
I know, but I'm still saying that I still think that your fandom's putting Baylor there, which is totally fine.
I'll just tell you my bracket looks nothing like this.
Oh my god, just pick the championship already.
Just do it. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, and like I said, I think even if it's that, I still think that Houston probably win it.
Who did Houston lose? Houston lost to Baylor, did they not? And when Baylor went to the national championship, did they not?
I think so.
Yeah.
Did Houston make it to the championship?
They made it to the Final Four.
Last year?
They lost it. They lost, and that's when Baylor went up against Gonzaga in the national championship.
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But that's when Baylor were 1 and Houston were 2.
It's when they had Davion Mitchell too.
Yeah. So, I don't know. And then should we even put a score? What do you guys? Somebody put a.
I'm not gonna. 60.
There you go.
Let's go.
But listen, like I said, this isn't even exactly what my bracket looks like either. But it's just kind of fun to do.
Yeah.
And I hope that Duke doesn't make it that far because I'm sick of Duke.
You hate Duke.
Duke, and I'll gladly bleep that out. But Duke. Duke, by the way. Thanks for Zion Williamson, but Duke. And Grayson Allen. But no, I mean there are a lot of fun teams in here. Like I said, like I even have like a bracket where Arkansas goes all the way, and UConn goes all the way, and like stuff like that. So like, it's just gonna be fun. So that is our bracket, kinda. But if this is not how it looks, then don't blame us when it all ends. So,
fair enough.
Well, I think that's about it.
Caleb has a special announcement.
Oh, kind
I
of.
do have a special announcement. I will be leaving. I'm leaving. Not coming back, unfortunately. I don't know. It's just time for me to leave, I guess.
Well, and you are also moving to Florida in a couple months when you graduate. So it was going to be hard. Yeah, it was going to be hard for Caleb to stick around even when moving to Florida. So we're going to miss you around here. If you ever want to hop back on, you're always welcome.
If you guys want to have me on as like a guest at some point.
Of course, yeah. So thank you for starting this up with us and doing this with us.
I do got to say, though, I got to say this real quick, though, y'all. Y'all got this. Y'all got this in the bag. Let me tell y'all, because I from just being here, I mean, just today, honestly, watching you two, like, talk, I sat back and I just didn't do anything. I literally didn't talk. You guys got this. If all I know is that you guys can carry on. But if there's like any special segments that y'all want me to like come on to or something like that, I'm more than welcome. I'm more than happy to.
Yeah.
But I think like I said, you guys have got this. Like you guys know what you're doing. You guys like talk about it. You guys talk, obviously. It's and I was glad to be a part of it. Glad to start this thing up. But you
Appreciate
guys. you guys are going to be the carry on the legacy.
Yeah. And then we do Zach and I do have a possible other co-host, but we're not sure yet. So keep you guys updated with that. But yeah, well, thank you, Caleb, and thank you everybody for listening. And
next week
we will catch you guys next week.
Yeah, next week I think things will be more heated up too. Yep. Hopefully Rodgers is fucking traded finally.
Yeah, and free agency will be wrapped up, and in March Madness we will be in the thick of it. So, okay.
Yeah, we'll be probably the next time we record will be in the second round or Sweet 16, I think.
Yeah, because the games move fast. So,
yeah.
All right, guys.
It's been an honor and it's been a privilege. So thank you, boys, once again.
Yeah,
thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Real. Thank you, guys, and we will catch you next week.